Mesdames et messieurs, bonjour. Today we will be talking about les articles indéfinis. Les articles indéfinis, which corresponds to the English indefinite articles. In French, there are three. We have un, une, and des. Un, like you want to say un, but round your lips. Un. And then we have une, like tune, playing to the tune of a guitar. Tune, but remove the T, and you have une. Second one. And the last one is des. So when do we use these? We say we use un for a masculine singular noun. And we use une for a feminine singular noun. We use des for both a masculine and feminine plural noun. So both masculine and feminine plural, we say des. But how do we then determine which is which? How do we determine whether the noun is masculine or feminine? Now, in English, that's very easy. When we think of masculine, we think of, or. And when we think of feminine, we think of, feminine. That's the idea we get. But in French, that is not the case. In French, anything can be feminine, anything can be masculine. A table can be feminine, a car can be feminine, a ruler can be feminine, a shoe can be feminine. And when it comes to masculine, a bench could be masculine, a board could be masculine, a duck could be masculine, a ship could be masculine, a government could be masculine. So it's a bit tricky in French because of that. So for the purpose, and I repeat, for the purpose of the course today, we will say all nouns ending in E are determined or are considered to be feminine. And I repeat, only for the course today. Generally, that's the case. In French, when you learn a new word, especially a noun, you ask for the gender. You ask, c'est féminin ou masculin? And then they tell you, c'est féminin, you know it's une. C'est masculin, you know it's un. That's how you learn it. But for the purpose of this course today, we would say une. For all those nouns that end in E. An example would be fille. Une fille. Femme. Une femme. The first two examples are very obvious. But here's a strange one. Table. Une table. Chaussure. Une chaussure. Cassette. Une cassette. Now, as I stated before that there are exceptions to this, I would like to include just one of those exceptions. I said the nouns that end in E will be considered as feminine, and nouns ending in all the other letters will be determined to be masculine. Now, there are some nouns that end in I-O-N. Those ones are feminine as well. So even though they end in N, because of the I-O-N, they are put into the feminine group. An example of that would be, off the top of my head, nation. Nation. You see the I-O-N? Because of the I-O-N, it's a feminine noun. So we say une nation. Another example would be solution. I-O-N at the end. So it's une solution. Now you guess this one. Mission. Mission. Is it une mission? If you said une, you're correct. Now let's look at the masculine side. As we said before, all the other nouns that end in all the other letters will be considered as masculine. So first one is stylo. Look at the end. It's not ending in E. It's not ending in the I or N as per our feminine case. So we can conclude that it's a masculine noun. So we say un stylo. Un stylo. The next one is un banc. Un banc ends in a C. So we go with the masculine, un banc. The next one is gouvernement. Gouvernement ends in a T. So we can safely conclude that it's masculine. So we say un gouvernement. Next one is tableau. Tableau ends in a U. So we can safely conclude that it's a masculine. So it's un tableau. Now putting them all together in the plural. So remember I said we have une, we have un, and we have des. So for some of those same words that we cited before, like fille, with an S, we will not use une because it's in the plural. We will say des filles. On the other side, garçon, garçon. Once it's in the plural because of the S at the end, it becomes des. So we said un garçon before, but now that it's in the plural, we say des garçons. Des garçons. So what does des mean? Des simply means some in English. Whilst in English we can do with or without some, like you can say I have some cars, you can say I have cars. You can remove the some and still have the same context, the same idea expressed. In French, you need to retain that some. You can't say, I want to speak English to you. You can't say j'ai voiture, or j'ai femme, or j'ai fille. You have to say j'ai des filles, I have girls. J'ai des voitures, I have cars. J'ai des cassettes, I have cassettes. J'ai des chaussures, I have shoes, or I have some shoes. So are you prepared to take a little quiz? So I've got some strange words. We want to determine whether they are masculine, singular, feminine, singular, or plural. Masculine or feminine, plural. First one that's coming is appartement. Appartement. Would that be un appartement or une appartement? If you said un, you're correct. Un appartement. Ends in T. The next one is chaussette. Chaussette. If you said une chaussette, you're correct. It's une chaussette. Ends in an E. Next one is canard. Canard. Is it un canard or une canard? If you said un canard, you're correct. Ends in a D. So now we've got the idea of masculine singular, feminine singular, and we have the plural, masculine and feminine plural. For a masculine singular noun, we say un. For a feminine singular noun, we say une. For a masculine, feminine plural, we say des. Like take one or two cases of des. Chaussures. Des chaussures. Voiture. Des voitures. Canard. Des canards. Garçon. Des garçons. Au revoir et à bientôt.